I am here with head coach, Mr. Scott Abell, and he is joining us. Coach, it's at American Conference Media Days, and I literally got 4 questions, so I'm about to go heavy hitting.
Let's go.
All right. When you have to build a roster in this day and age of college football with NIL, transfer portal, recruiting, how does your philosophies and what you want to build with Rice football translate to this season?
Well, I think first you have to look at, where you are, what your resources are, how you're built as an institution. Take all that to create your game plan for the roster, right? And so for us, incredibly high academic. We're a small liberal arts school in this great big environment, so you have that. I see that as a opportunity, not a challenge, right? And we're a small product as far as 4,000 undergrads, and so for us, we got to lean on the things that make Rice so special.
Okay.
And that starts with the people. We have an amazing campus, an alumni group of networking. It starts with our degree, and you got to find people, undergrads out of high school that want that, and then you got to find grad transfers out of the portal that want that. Elite master's program, an MBA program, an engineering, a global affairs program that's going to accelerate their life whenever football ends. Because for one day it ends for all of us, right? So, and then you got to find the right DNA of the football player that fits who we're going to be, And we recognize that maybe we won't always be able to financially to attract the same kids of maybe some bigger programs.
Especially ones in your area, too.
Yeah, exactly. So, when you take all that into factor, then we're going to be this hybrid, right? We're a little bit of development, a little bit of transfer, right? Do a few things unique that will hopefully give us advantages come Saturday.
Absolutely. Question 2. You probably have, one of the most creative offenses in all of college football. But for a casual fan that's out there that might not know about this and what we do at Rice, could you describe it to us, whether it's in layman's terms or if you want to go ball talk, we can handle it.
Okay, yeah. So what we've done is we've taken triple option football from under center. We've evolved it to the gun. Built around a read zone principle that everybody uses, added different triple complex to it, whether it's in an RPO or traditional triple, and developed an offense. And utilizing a lot of different personnel groups as well. And so this has been an ongoing thing for decades, right? This is always growing, always evolving. But the DNA lies in we want to run the football. We're going to use different option principles.
Well, we want to run the rock.
We want to run the rock, right? We finished as a top 15 in the country rushing last year. That's not good enough.
Y'all want to be top 5?
I want to be the number 1 rushing team in the country. I don't hide from that, okay? And so, and for decades, my program has been that, right? But year 1, new roster. So I'm excited about year 2.
Yeah.
And we want to use those schemes to give us an advantage because of the things that maybe what Rice gives us opportunities in with our degrees, and it also maybe limits the recruiting pool we have, whether it's a transfer recruiting pool or high school.
And then especially with what you said to start it with first one.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's not a negative, but that also means we probably can't look like everyone else on the field.
It's a different lens.
It has to be. If we're going to run your conventional college football offense and air raid, well, there's other programs that have a much bigger recruiting pool. They can fish out of a bigger ocean and probably have a little bigger budget. Their rosters are going to look different.
Absolutely.
Well, it wouldn't make sense for us to go do that.
Absolutely.
And so I love what we're doing there. I think without question we're doing the right things and we're moving in the right direction.
What lessons, question 3, by the way, what lessons did you learn from year 1 that you want to change and tweak for year 2 heading into, especially being in an American conference that is just, it's brutal. There's no off weeks.
There is no off week.
There's no off weeks.
No, as you know, and you take that lesson from year 1, though I knew it, I knew going into it, right, the level of talent in our and the coaches in our league and the players. That was real, by the way.
Yeah.
And if you look back to our season, when we showed up to be the best for our we motto, win everything, win everywhere with everyone. When we showed up and played with that behind us,
we motto.
We didn't win all those, right? But we competed. We're 5-5 at one point, probably out kicking our covers, what people thought we would be.
Absolutely.
And that's with a close loss at Navy
So-
and a close loss against Florida Atlantic, and we're sitting at 5-5. But we competed. And then we let that get away from us a little bit at the end, right? Whether it was maybe we weren't deep enough in some areas on the roster. Maybe we lost our fight a little bit. So we got to understand how important that is. That's a lesson to be learned. We have to understand that is a part of our DNA that we must take to the fight every Saturday. And then the other thing I learned is the plan is going to work, right? Because when we showed up with the fight with a roster that we didn't recruit, though there were some good players there, right? But they weren't built for us. And so now if we can develop the roster that's built for us, take that fight there, man, we got a shot.
You got a shot.
And I'm excited for that.
We got a shot, Coach.
Yeah.
It's a different type of energy in Rice now.
Hey, I hope people are paying. There is a different energy in my locker room too.
Yeah, you feel the team closer.
Oh, it's a different feeling, and you're gonna have some of my guys on here, right? And they're a big part of it, right? Guys that have been there for 5 years, like Quentin Jackson, we call him Q-Jack, baddest man in the building. I'm just telling you, you're right, not the biggest guy on the field,
but baddest man in the building.
He
though.
is the baddest man in the building. And then you had a guy like Jakari Brown, right, our
Yes.
transfer quarterback, who's been at Miami, been in Central Florida, seen the game from a different lens, but what he's brought to the energy he's brought into our building, the confidence, but he does it with a humble approach. It's unreal. I feel very lucky, right? As a coach, Davion Hook, right, guys, and so it's been a great blend of bringing the roster together. That I give a ton of credit to, my GM, our recruiting staff, our coaches. They did an amazing job this offseason of growing the roster to fit the DNA that we envisioned.
Speaking of vision, thank you for the alley-oop. Last question. You said that the system and the scheme is going to work. We want to be the #1 rushing team in the country, but if you had to say big picture vision, let's say the next 24 months, what do you see for Rice football and during that span?
Well, it's great. Well, the plan is, last year, could we sneak a bowl game? We snuck one. Okay, right? So we got one. I call it, we backdoored in a little bit.
Yeah, backdoor.
Okay. We'll take it. Now we got to establish that. That needs to be an expectation, right? Year in, year out. And that we have that opportunity to establish that this year. We have to do that. And then the next phase is we got to show up and compete at the top of our league. We got to show that we can go toe-to-toe with the big boys in our league. We haven't done that yet. And that's the progression of what we're doing.
Man, Coach, I love you so much, man.
Appreciate it, my man.
Thank you for coming on.
Honor. I'll come on anytime. Talk
For sure.
about Rice football.
We got to do part 2 of this soon, maybe from campus.
I love it. Hey, we'll Zoom.
Yeah,
We'll figure it out.
We can figure it out.
To our players, but thank you guys.
Thank
what
you.
you're doing for college football.
I appreciate you saying that, Coach. That's love. Can you say shout out College Football Nation?
Shout out to College Football Nation. Tune in.
Coach Scott here with Rice football. Better watch out. Better not pout. I'm telling you why. Because Rice football is about to fly.